In 2001, retired businessman John Cunningham made one of the largest gifts in Columbus State University's history, more than $2 million.
Well, my acquaintance with John Cunningham started before the gift, and he believed that if you could make salespeople into your representatives and teach them how the company works, that they'd do better. And he proved that to be the case.
He went to Frank Brown with that vision that he had, and Frank Brown, to his credit, wanted to have leadership and sales.
So when he came to my office one day, unannounced, we had a good conversation, and before he left, he reached in his pocket and pulled out his checkbook and wrote a large check to the institution so that we could continue the programs he'd started.
We didn't want to be like everybody else.
His gift established the John Cunningham Sales and Leadership Institute, a vision of what leadership could become.
So when the leadership idea came in and Mr. Cunningham came along, it wouldn't take very much imagination to see how you could blend those into a very successful center.
That vision came to life in 2005 with the opening of the Cunningham Center for Leadership Development, the home of what we now know as the Leadership Institute at Columbus State University. With the opening, a new chapter began, not just for CSU, but the entire region.
The Leadership Institute was to provide value-based leadership. One of the early contributors we had was John Maxwell, who said everything rises and falls on leadership.
Let's get acquainted, okay? My name is John. What's your name?
And so that was really our focus. How do we help people be better leaders?
Well, the idea was that people would realize that leadership is not just some nice little thing to think about and talk about. Leadership makes a difference in every organization.
In 2006, the Institute launched the Jim Blanchard Leadership Forum, a bold step that brought global thought leaders to Columbus, Georgia. Named for Synova's CEO Jim Blanchard, the forum became a stage for dialogue, innovation, and inspiration.
I thought that CSU represented a broad base of the community and that would be a great partner, and they were. The Leadership Institute here was the backbone of the arrangements and the production and the help that Ed Helton gave me in picking the speakers was invaluable.
He really wanted to continue what Synovus had been doing in leadership development and to make that available in the larger scenario of the community.
The thing that excited me most about the forum was that we got to include the greater part of our campus and community in those forums. We had them in large places where everybody could be there, and it was a shining star, I think, for who we are. We said, look at us, we are somebody, and we're going to be even greater.
Jimmy Dunn was a speaker, and he was the CEO of a company that was in the Twin Towers. Most of his employees died that day. And Jimmy was a hero and came back, rebuilt the company, took good care of the families that were affected. And he made a speech, and everybody in the audience was crying. And he came down off the podium, and I walked over to him to give him a big hug. And he said to me, Jimmy, I messed up so bad, I didn't say anything I wanted to say. I feel so bad I let you down. And I said, Jimmy, it's the best speech we've ever had. You were so good. You're so authentic. What you did was so incredible. And I really remember that as one of the greatest speeches we had, and we had many great ones. To me, that's the secret to any forum. You can have a great show and have great props, and the room can be decorated and all the rest, but it's the quality of the speakers that really makes it what it is. And so we spent an entire year planning who would be there for the next year.
Beyond the forum, the Leadership Institute continued to expand, from executive coaching and assessments to team development and strategic planning. Our work touched hundreds of organizations and thousands of leaders. As the world evolves, so does the Leadership Institute. The future of leadership is more dynamic, more inclusive, and more essential than ever, and we're just getting started.
It's an art and it's a science.
When you talk about the Leadership Institute, you have respect. They respect what we do.
We were able to build Columbus to be a pretty nice place to live.
And I'll be always indebted to Jim Blanchard. He has been a great role model, and with his association, he instantly gave credibility to what we're trying to accomplish.
I just say thank you to the people that have been a part of the Leadership Institute and are currently a part of it. Your job is important. What you do makes a difference, and I congratulate you on a wonderful 20 years.